friends, welcome to our channel Code Chef. Today we are going to solve the problem Final Exams. The problem code is HW2C. This is a medium level problem with only one prerequisite, which is basic knowledge of greedy algorithms. Next, we can move to the problem statement. Muna has to pass exactly n exams. Since she is a smart girl, she can pass any exam on her first try, and in one day she can give several exams in any order that she wants. For every exam we have two dates. One is AI and one is BI. One thing to note is that BI value is always lesser than AI. Now what are these two dates are? On any of these two dates, Muna can give the 8th exam. That is, she has the option to give the 8th exam on the day AI or on the day BI. But note that any day that she chooses to write the exam on, the value, that is the date that will be noted down in the register, is still going to be only AI. So now she has to attend all the n exams, and after attending any exam, the AI of that particular exam will be noted down in the register. One more condition that we have to satisfy is that the dates that are noted down in the register should be in the non-decreasing order. That is, the value of AI that are noted down in the register should be in non-decreasing order. After which we need to find the minimum possible value of the day such that that will be the last day on which Muna gives an exam. Let us have a look at the sample cases so that we can understand the problem in a better way. For the first sample, we have 3 exams. For each of the exam, the AI value and the BI value are given. That is, we have a 3,1, 5,2 and a 4,2. Now what can be done is, on the first day, she can give this exam because the value of BI is 1. So it's possible to give this exam. But what will be noted down in the register? In the register we will have the value of AI, which is 3. After which, what she can do is, she can attempt this exam on the second day. Since the value of BI is again 2. So what she can do is, she can attend this exam and what will be noted down? 4. This exam is attended on the second day. What she can again do is, on the same day, after attending this exam, she can attend this exam. And if she attends this exam, the value that will be noted down in the register will be 5. And now one thing that we can see is that the values that are all noted down in the register are in the non-decreasing order. So this will be a valid order of giving exams. And in this particular order, which is the last day on which an exam is given, it is the day number 2. So the solution for this example is 2. In the next example, we can see that we again have 3 exams, which are given by the parameters 6,1, 5,2 and 4,3. Now, what can be done is, on the third or on the fourth day, what Mina can do is, she can give the exam. But in any day that she gives the exam, let us consider that she has given the exam on day number 3, then the number 4 will be noted down in the register. After which, what she must do is, she must attend this exam on the day number 5, because that is the AI value, so it's possible to attend that exam. And now 5 will be noted down. After which, on the 6th day, she must attend this particular exam. And the value that will be noted down is again 6. Now the values that have been entered in the register are also in non-decreasing fashion. So this is a valid order. And the last day on which an exam was given is 6. So the answer for this solution is 6. One thing that must be noted is that there is no other valid arrangement such that the exams can be given in lesser than 6 days. Next, let us have a look at the constraints for this problem. In this problem, we will have only one test case. And in that test case, the value of n, that is the number of exams, will lie between 1 and 5,000. After which, the BI and AI value for any exam are going to be between 1 and 10 to the power 9. And one more important thing is that BI is always lesser than AI, as it was mentioned in the problem statement. Next, we'll have a look at the solution. But before moving to the solution, I would like to ask you to pause the video here and try to solve the problem on your own. The most important observation for this problem is mentioned in the problem statement itself. In the problem statement, it was given that the values that are entered in the register should have the AI values in the non-decreasing order. What does this mean? That the exams that are attended should have the AI values in the sorted order. That is, it is not possible for us to attend an exam with a greater AI value before an exam with a lesser AI value. Because if we attend the exam in this order, then the AI that will be noted down in the register will not be in non-decreasing fashion. So one biggest observation that we can make is that the exam should all be given in sorted order of their AI values. That is, if there are two exams with AI value or AJ value, such that AI is lesser than AJ, then the exam which has AI value should be taken before the exam that has its AJ value. So this is our first observation, that we have to process all the exams in the sorted order of their AI values. Now, how should we consider two different exams which have the same AI values but different AJ values? In this case, what we have to do is we have to process these two exams on the increasing order of their BI values. Let us see why this is true. Now, let us see what happens if we process this exam before we process this exam. If we process this exam before, then we have the option to give this exam on day number 1 and then give this exam on day number 2. And in this way, we are able to complete both the exams in just 2 days. But in the other case, if we would have given this exam first and then this exam, then we must wait until the second day so that we can give this exam. And after giving the exam on the second day, we don't have the option to give the exam on the second day for this particular exam, right? Since we don't have the option to give the exam on the second day, we have to wait till the third day and then we have to give the exam on the third day. So if we were to process this exam before processing this exam, then we need 3 days to complete these two exams. And from this example, we can clearly see that it's always advantageous for us to process the exam which has the lesser value of BI than the exam which has the greater value of AI. In case both of them have the same AI values. And the reason for this is we might be able to complete the exams before if we sort them in the increasing order of their BI. So this is our second observation, that if AI values are equal, then sort based on the BI values. So now we have the order in which all the exams should be processed. For this particular example, the order is going to be 3, 1 first, then 3, 2, and then 4, 3. But once we have the order, how are we supposed to find the minimum number of days that are required in order to give all the exams? We can process this array in this order. And while trying to give any exam, what we are going to do is we are going to give this exam as soon as possible. That is, if it's possible to give this exam today or a few days later, then we'll always give this exam today. Why are we doing this? Because if we have to process this particular exam now, then it's always advantageous for us to give this exam as soon as possible. Because postponing giving this exam will lead to us taking more number of days, which is what we don't want. Now, how do we take care of the condition where we give every exam on the day as soon as possible? First, we need to start on day number 1, and we'll start our processing from the first element of this array. For every exam, what we need to check is whether the exam that was last given, that is, the date on which the last exam was given, let that date be called current. Now, the date on which the last exam is given, if that date is going to be lesser than or equal to the current BI value, this means that BI comes after this date. So, if BI comes after this date, then it's possible for us to give this exam on the date BI. So what we'll do is we'll give this exam on the date BI, and now the current will be equal to BI. And in case the current is greater than BI, in that case we cannot go back into the past and give that exam. So what we need to do is we need to give the exam on the date AI. So in the else case, that is, if the current, that is the date on which the last exam was given, is greater than BI, then we have to give the exam on AI date, and our current will be equal to AI. After processing this particular exam, we have to go to the next exam and again do the same thing. After processing that exam, we have to move forward. And we have to move forward unless the entire array is processed. And after the entire array is processed, which is the last date on which the exam was given, the last date on which the exam was given is considered to be CUR, that is current. So after all the elements of the array is processed, we need to print the value of CUR, and that will be the last date on which an exam is processed. First we need to take the total number of exams as our input. We will call it as n. After taking that, we need to take the n exams as our input. For each exam, we are given two parameters, which is the AI value and its BI value. What I have done is, I have stored this AI value and this BI value in a vector of pairs called exams. So this vector of pair consists of AI, BI, AI, BI, and so on. And here I have taken the input. After taking the input, what we needed to do was, we needed to sort the vector on the basis of the AI value first, and in case there is a tie, we needed to sort them on the basis of the BI values. And this is the property of C++ SQL sort function, that in case we are used it to sort a vector of pairs, then it will sort the vector of pairs on the basis of the first coordinate first, and in case there is a tie, it will sort on the basis of the second coordinate. And that's exactly what we want. So here we have written sort exams.begin to exams.end. After which we consider that the last exam was given on day number 1. After which we are going to iterate through the entire array, that is the array consists of n elements. For each of the n elements we will find what is the AI value and what is the BI value. We know that AI value is exams of I dot first and BI value is exams of I dot second. After getting the AI value and the BI value, what we are going to do is, if the BI value was greater than or equal to previous, that is, if it's possible to give this exam later, then the previous will be equal to BI. That is, we are going to give this exam on the date BI. But in case BI is lesser than previous, it means that this exam's BI date is already over. So we cannot give it on the day BI. So we need to give it on the day AI. So else we are considering previous equal to AI. And after all the n exams have been processed, the variable and the value that is stored in this variable previous is going to be the answer, because that is the date on which the last exam was given. So here we are going to write cout, previous, and then ended. Now let us try to run our code on a few sample cases. We can see that our code has passed the sample cases. Now let us try to submit our code. Now we need to wait for the result. We can see that our code has got accepted. So with the logic explanation and the code explanation, our solution is over. Thank you.